Okay. Greetings to all my loved ones. My name is Empress Oracle, and I appreciate everybody that's watching this. I want to express gratitude to anybody who takes the time out to receive this message from a place of benevolence and love, because that is how I'm putting it out. My intention is for it to help anybody. And on behalf of Starseed Galactic Federation, I have been given access to this knowledgeable information from my Akashic records for the purpose of helping humanity. And this information has been given directly to me as a divine channel, and any use and or reproduction without the proper acknowledgement will result in instant karma for the plagiarizing party and their individuals. And so it is. Okay, guys. So today I want to talk about something that I feel as though a lot of people struggle with, and that's being healthily self-centered. So the first thing that we need to understand and realize is a lot of people have issues with the direction of their attention and the direction of their affection. And a lot of times people misplace those things. And that is what I would like to clear up for you. So a lot of people feel as though if you are a self-centered individual, that you only care about yourself, which that would veer over into narcissism. And unfortunately, everybody wants to title things, everybody is narcissistic nowadays. Now, I'm going to clear that up. That is false, okay? When you're self-centered, yes, you focus on yourself. However, to be healthily self-centered is something that we all need to learn and try to master at some point along our soul's growth and our spiritual journey and our own personal self-development, okay? Because a lot of the problems that I see out here that are going on with individuals, especially those that are in toxic relationships, okay, or narcissistic relationships, or any kind of relationship where there's not a equal amount of reciprocity, 9 times out of 10, it is because of the fact that the person who is on the short end of the stick is pouring more love into the other person than into themselves. And that is why there are times that we need to be healthily self-centered, okay? Because first and foremost, self-love is the best love. So therefore, if you're not putting into yourself in a proper way, as far as keeping up with your spiritual hygiene, keeping up with your mental hygiene, keeping up with your personal physical hygiene, taking the time out to show yourself self-love, these things are acts of self-love. But these are also the things that show, the universe, your manifestations, that you do think that you are worth more than your situation, okay? When sometimes you have to know when to prioritize certain things. Sometimes also too, it's important for us to realize that sometimes we just have to pull back from people and things, and you have to focus on yourself. That is called being healthily self-centered, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Society has tried to make people feel as though if they pour too much into themselves, it's a bad thing. It makes them a bad person. It makes them a shallow person. And just like they have the expression, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's the same thing for physical actions and self-centeredness. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. If you're pouring into yourself, say to look into your mental health, you want to take a personal day, you want to just focus on you. You say, okay, this check I'm not going to give to anybody. I'm going to pour into myself because I need to update my wardrobe, or X, Y, and Z, elemental P. That is healthily self-centered. People should not be making you feel guilty for pouring into yourself, for caring about yourself, and for at certain times having to focus on yourself more than themselves or other things. Because how can you be beneficial to somebody else if you're not even benefiting yourself? How can you sit there and focus so hard and so thoroughly on somebody else when you can't even focus on yourself? You're not taking care of yourself properly. Make that make sense? Exactly, it doesn't. It doesn't. And that's something that people need to understand. There's just the same way that there's a thin line between love and hate, there is a thin line between being healthily self-centered and just being a fucking narcissist, or just straight up just a self-centered bitch. It's a big, big difference. And people are neglecting themselves essentially to try to prove to other people that they care for them, that they're not self-centered, that they're willing to sacrifice for them. And you know what? If you have a person like that, they might be a narcissist. Anybody should understand that it's okay to take you time. It's okay to pour into yourself. And if you're not pouring into yourself, it's going to show. I'm going to tell you guys, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Self-love is the best love. It is okay to be healthily self-centered, especially if that extra time and attention bears good fruit. Before you can plant seeds anywhere else, you have to plant those healthy, positive, loving seeds with yourself. Because you cannot grow anything prosperous, anything abundant, anything that will thrive in barren soil. And if you're not pouring into yourself, if you're not watering yourself, if you're not taking the time out to be healthily self-centered, your soil will always be barren. And once a person sucks what little bit you do have from you, they're going to move on to somebody else. Somebody who has a healthy amount of self-love. Somebody who has a healthy amount of self-centeredness. Who knows their worth. Just keep that in mind. It's okay to be healthily self-centered. If you haven't been investing into yourself the same way you've been investing into that old boy or old girl or whatever, take a step back and start doing that. Become your best self so that you can receive the best. Because if you're not healthy, what do you think you're going to attract? Exactly, bullshit. So keep that in mind, guys. I love you all. Thank you for stepping in for this real talk right quick. Please don't forget to check me out. I have an Etsy shop where I make custom spiritual jewelry for any phase of your spiritual journey. I have custom body butters, one for money, one for protection from negative energies, and one for love. And since you brought it up, shit, if you want to enhance your self-love, it would behoove you to go ahead and check out my Love Body Butter, okay? Not only does it help to moisturize your skin and make you feel good about yourself, right? But it attracts the positive love that you're looking for. That's what that's for. Go ahead, check me out on Etsy. My link tree is in the bio. Have a wonderful evening, and I love you all.